We all start with fire in our eyes and dreams in our hearts. But somewhere between day 1 and day 15, life steps in, distractions creep in, and our goals fade into the background. Sound familiar? What if I told you there's a proven science-backed way to break this cycle and achieve your most meaningful goals without giving up? Let's dive into a 30-day journey of transformation backed by psychology, neuroscience, and real strategies that work. According to research published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, most people abandon their New Year's resolutions within the first 2 weeks. The reason? Unrealistic expectations and fading motivation. We start off setting ambitious goals. I'll go to the gym every day, or I'll wake up at 5 a.m. from now on. But our brains aren't wired for sudden change. They're wired for survival and routine. The Zeigarnik effect, discovered by psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik, tells us that our minds remember unfinished tasks better than completed ones. This creates tension and anxiety when we don't follow through, which ironically causes us to avoid the task entirely. Here's the truth. Motivation is a terrible long-term strategy. Studies show motivation fluctuates wildly, but habits are consistent. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear emphasizes that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So instead of relying on motivation, we need systems, routines, environmental design. If your goal is to read more, keep your book on your pillow. If your goal is to eat healthier, clean your pantry, and keep fruits in sight. Shape your world to support your goal. Why do micro goals work? Because of dopamine. A study from the European Journal of Neuroscience found that the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, not just when you achieve a goal, but also when you're progressing toward it. Instead of saying, I want to lose 20 pounds, say, today I will walk 5,000 steps. Instead of, I want to write a book, say, today I'll write 1 paragraph. Small wins compound, and when you track them, you get addicted to progress. You may have heard the myth that it takes 21 days to build a habit, but research from University College London found it actually takes 66 days on average, and for some people, over 200 days depending on the habit's complexity. That's why we focus on 30 days. It's long enough to create neurological pathways in the brain and short enough to stay committed without burnout. Each repetition strengthens the neural circuit, making your new behavior more automatic. Did you know that you're 65% more likely to achieve a goal if you commit to someone else? And if you set up weekly accountability check-ins, your success rate jumps to 95%, according to the American Society of Training and Development. Share your goal with a friend. Or better yet, comment below and let our community support you. Your journey doesn't have to be a lonely one. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset teaches us that effort matters more than talent. People with a growth mindset see failure as feedback, not as a personal flaw. Every time you stumble, ask, what is this trying to teach me? Resilience grows in the soil of failure. Be kind to yourself, learn, adapt, move forward. Olympic athletes use a technique called mental rehearsal. Studies from the Journal of Neurophysiology show that visualizing a task activates the same brain regions as physically performing it. So visualize yourself not as someone trying to quit smoking, but as a non-smoker, not as someone trying to run, but as a runner. Your identity drives your behavior. Life won't go according to plan, and that's okay. Adaptability is one of the top skills linked to long-term success, according to a Harvard Business Review article. If you miss a day, don't spiral, just start again. The key isn't perfection, it's returning again and again to your goal, like a compass needle always swinging back to true north. So visualize yourself not as someone trying to quit smoking, but as a non-smoker, not as someone trying to run, but as a runner. Your identity drives your behavior. So, here's your challenge. Pick one goal. Break it into daily micro-actions. Create an environment that supports it. Share your progress. Celebrate every small win. And when you fall, because you will, get back up. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You just need the right system and the right story. So start today. Your future self is waiting. Drop your goal in the comments. Let's support each other. And if you want to go deeper, check out my next video where I share one technique that makes you 10 times more likely to stay on track. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more content like this.